Hello and welcome to Live of a Diplomat. I am Ainuri Mangali. Our guest today is an accomplished diplomat with a broad international career. From postings in the United States to Southeast Asia and Africa, he brings a global perspective to his current role here in Kazakhstan. As India's ambassador, he's dedicated to deepening bilateral cooperation from education and culture to trade and technology. Joining me today, Dr. Nagendra Prasad, Ambassador of India to Kazakhstan. Let's get started.
Like India, you have most of the youth population, and I think that is going to be the asset of Kazakhstan. India, Kazakhstan have a lot to share. India-Kazakhstan relations are going to, accelerate, intensify. Culturally, we are so near India and Kazakhstan. Take a family unit or take, the societal issues. We have so much in common. We have about over 9,000 Indian students studying in your colleges. By 2047, our Prime Minister says we will be third or second largest economy with 34 trillion GDP. So with that, these diplomats will have much more responsibilities to deliver.
Ambassador.
Welcome,
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to the program.
to Indian Embassy.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Live of a Diplomat.
Thank you.
Biryani or Kazakh meat?
Kazakh meat, no.
Biryani. Okay. Himalayan sunrise in Sikkim or steppe sunset in Astana?
Steppe sunset in Astana.
That's great. Sitar strings or dombra melodies?
Sitar strings.
Sari or Kazakh chapan group?
Sari.
Masala chai or kummus?
Oh, kummus.
Oh, great. Holi in Mathura or Nowruz in Almaty?
Holi in Mathura.
Taj Mahal or Mausoleum of Hoja Ahmed Yasawi?
Taj Mahal.
Great. Bollywood films or Kazakh epic storytelling?
Bollywood films.
Diwali diyas or Dowries bonfires?
Oh, Dowries bonfires.
Rogan Josh or Bluff?
Pilaf.
Tabla rhythms or Kabaz resonance?
Tabla rhythms.
Indian wedding barat or Kazakh wedding rituals?
Indian wedding barat.
Samosa or Baursak?
Baursak.
Yoga in Rishikesh or falconry in the Kazakh steppes?
Yoga.
Where does Kazakhstan fit in India's evolving foreign policy strategy, particularly under the Connect Central Asia policy?
Thank you. India-Kazakhstan have millennia-old relations. And over the centuries, there were exchange of people, exchange of scholars across the borders. And that makes India-Kazakhstan relations, gives a strong base. Today, India has evolved, Kazakhstan has evolved, and we have a strategic partnership, strategic relationship since 2009. And it's over 15 years today. And as part of the strategic partnership, we have had relations across the sectors. We have relations, political. There have been a lot of visits, exchange of visits by our prime ministers, and then your president visiting India. In fact, it's a very indication of our close relationship. Besides political, we have had relations in trade, and we used to have a trade about 2 to 2.5 billion annual trade, but recently it has come down to around 900 million. It's basically because of the spot market of crude oil. Otherwise, this particular relationship is to grow in trade. And as you know, Kazakhstan is the largest producer of uranium, has a long-standing agreement for providing uranium to India. And in technology, we have cooperation across, you can say, whether any industry, particularly look at pharmaceuticals. 60% of pharmaceutical products in Kazakhstan, mostly generic medicines, come from India. And not only that, today Indian entrepreneurs are interested and are signing agreements with Kazakh entities to produce generic medicines within Kazakhstan.
What was the most memorable moments you experienced here in the country?
See, Kazakhstan, I have all the very pleasant memories. It's a beautiful country. You have the coast, you have the hills, mountains, you have the snow, you have the desert, so everything. So I really enjoyed. And you have beautiful golf courses in Astana and Almaty. I enjoyed. And mostly the people are very friendly. And like India, you have most of the youth population. And I think that is going to be the asset of Kazakhstan. I really enjoyed interacting with youth of Kazakhstan who have great aspirations for them and for their country. I think that will put Kazakhstan in a very high pedestal.
You've been posted here and you're living here. Have your view on Kazakhstan or to this region, Central Asia in particular, have evolved or changed?
See, I have also lived in another country in Central Asia, but Kazakhstan, I think, more advanced, I can say. And in Kazakhstan, what I admire is the city administration and then the government, how it works. Particularly, I never was exposed to minus 40 degrees centigrade and the snow or what you call the snowstorm, Buran. So I never experienced it. Despite all that, the life is normal. People are enjoying skiing in winter. People are enjoying other activities in summer. So I really liked that kind of environment in Kazakhstan, and I always relish this experience.
If to talk specifically about this C5 plus format, right? It's now been evolving, been developing, and countries of Central Asia are strengthening their partnership within this framework, this format. So I know that you've mentioned earlier in our conversation that there was a C5 plus format with India recently with the ministers of foreign affairs of the countries. So how do you assess this mechanism and how do you think it will evolve in the nearest future?
See, you have to, this is an indication of importance given to Central Asia by various countries. You can see so many C5 plus formats. So India has started in 2019 and we had one summit. And as I mentioned to you, only last week we had India Central Asia foreign ministers. It's called India Central Asia Dialogue. And it is generally followed by India Central Asia Summit, where the presidents and the heads of state or heads of government participate. This mechanism is working very well. And for example, I can tell you this particular dialogue, we have discussed on the connectivity, how to connect ourselves, and we have discussed on regional security, we have discussed on trade, and we have discussed on how to cooperate in technology, because everything is technology driven today. So we discussed. So that has given us several outcomes on which we can follow up and then strengthen our cooperation.
Yes, and could you please highlight, you've already mentioned the current projects, ongoing projects in economic cooperation, so highlight recent developments or plans for economic cooperation between the countries.
So one is, we have decided that the connectivity, particularly, we have to reduce the impediments and then ensure that goods flow freely. between India and Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan produces so many, and it's going to grow. And then they find market only in the ocean. No, you have to have the connectivity to ocean. Indian Ocean can provide you, the best connectivity too. So we are looking at both ways. So we have discussed INSTC, and then there is progress to strengthen that mechanism. And we also have discussed on rare earths, that we must explore the possibility of collaboration between us. And we have discussed on the cooperation in extending counter-terrorism training, etc. So we have a very robust mechanism now today, India and Kazakhstan. We have Kazakh exercises, and our forces, they interact with each other on anti-terrorism, counter-terrorism operations, how they are dealt.
Let me ask you about what does your role as being India's ambassador to Kazakhstan mean to you, both on professional and personal level?
As ambassador to any country, it's a very privileged position, particularly when I come to Kazakhstan. I looked at it as the not only largest country in Central Asia, largest economy in Central Asia, but it's also our largest trade partner in Central Asia to India. And as India grows, see, some economies have plateaued, but India is growing, and it is bound to grow for at least 2 decades more. So there we need a lot of cooperation, particularly resource-rich Kazakhstan. So the target or the objective is to strengthen our relations, particularly in trade, technology, and economic relations.
Critical minerals you mentioned. So what is the general view on working with Kazakhstan in this particular
Kazakhstan
sector?
is rich in resources, and India is growing economy. Today, it is 4th largest economy in the world and growing at a rate of 7 to 8% every year. And it requires not only your crude or energy, but it requires several minerals. It's a good market. So what we decided last year, we had a rare earth forum of Central Asia and India in India. And then this year, I think Kazakhstan will host that. Wherein we will look at rare earths, how they can be explored, how they can be added value within Kazakhstan. That helps the economy, and then exported. So we are looking at rare earths forum or strategic minerals you rightly mentioned. We are looking at collaboration in a deeper way.
Let us talk also about cultural exchange and education. So what kind of cultural initiatives, right, or upcoming cultural or heritage diplomacy initiatives now led by your embassy?
So culturally, we are so near India and Kazakhstan. Let's take a family unit, or take the societal issues. We are so we have so much in common. So we have Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center in Astana, and they teach yoga, they teach Indian dances, they teach Indian music, and it's very active. And then they do programs everywhere. Today, as we speak, we have about over 9,000 Indian students studying in your colleges. And all the Indian students study medicine.
Yes.
And because the medical studies here in Kazakhstan are being provided at a level which is required at international standards, and then mostly they are taught in English. So there is more and more rush from India to join medical colleges.
Yes.
I think a couple of other colleges also approached us that they would like to start medicine and attract Indian students. Just go to Almaty. Almaty city alone hosts around 5,000 Indian students. And Shimkent is there, Atirao, and we have Seme. All these places we have Indian students, and this particular cooperation really binds people.
Yes.
People-to-people connectivity.
It's very exciting development.
Very exciting. And last year, I must tell you, we had 150,000 Indians visiting Almaty. 150,000. It was almost double or triple of the previous year.
And how do cultural exchanges like this, in your point of view, will impact our bilateral relationship?
So, cultural relations, as you call, soft power. For example, we had about 20 young youth visiting India for 1 week recently.
Yes.
We sent, and they have interacted with the technological institutions, Goa, Taj Mahal, just Indian culture, how it is. They came back. When I asked them, they say, you people are so near. And then we never imagined India is like this.
So we know that you have been served both in policy-making roles and also frontline diplomacy. And I'm interested in how all that experiences influenced your diplomatic approach here.
See, you're right. We keep moving around the world. People say, Kazakhs are nomads, but I say that diplomats are real nomads. We just go to a country, we imbibe the culture, we just relate ourselves to them, make friendship, and then move on to other country. So our roles, as you rightly mentioned, we work at headquarters in India. We work in other missions. It exposes you to so many aspects of building relations between the countries, and it really is. We feel privileged to be, part of that particular ecosystem.
You have roles including in Geneva, South Africa, and the United States. So how did it shape your worldview in general?
See, just before coming here, I was in San Francisco. So it's a tech capital of the world.
Yes, exactly.
So I looked at as and innovations, startups, and it will give you an insight into how technology can bond. See, today, one technology developed somewhere cannot remain there. The technology has to be transferred, and it has to earn back dividends. So that is where we come into picture, particularly working in either San Francisco or Switzerland, the financing, etc. So or back home in headquarters, I was in charge of Gulf, entire 9 countries, wherein you get connected to not only the supplier of the energy to India, the Gulf, but we have about 9 million Indians living and working there, and they are looked upon as an asset for their economies, contributing richly to their economies. So these are the exposures. For example, Kazakhs, I used to see in Bay Area, they started a Silkway hub, like your Astana hub. So that is basically to gain whatever is being produced or developed there, and then to collaborate and then to benefit from.
How do you hope to inspire the next generation of Indian diplomats?
See, in India, we come into diplomatic service, and diplomats are looked upon, very in social strata. The diplomats are put at very higher table in India also. So today, for example, when I came into the service about 32 years back, India was different.
Yes.
Today, India has grown to 4th largest economy in the world, growing, and it also has developmental cooperation all over the world, particularly Asia or Africa or Latin America, wherever you go. We have our developmental programs going on. So the young diplomats in India are certainly inspired by the base which has been made, the strong base, and then on which they can completely grow. So we are looking at by 2047, our Prime Minister says we will be, a third or second largest economy with 34 trillion GDP. So with that, these diplomats will have much more responsibilities to deliver. So we are looking at that. I think the diplomacy is a great service. I encourage people to join.
In summarizing our interview today, our dialogue, so what is your vision on the future of bilateral relations between India and Kazakhstan, and what legacy you want to leave behind as being an ambassador of your country to Kazakhstan?
See, here the Kazakhstan particularly, you people are so good at social media, and then people spread their messages of love, messages of compassion. I have seen in various times how the youth come out, how the people come out on social media. That is the biggest strength of the country. And I think going forward, India, Kazakhstan have a lot to share. Just know the trade volume or the kind of interaction today we have, collaborations we have, it doesn't reflect the full potential. I think we are somewhere 5 to 10% of the potential.
Yeah.
So there is 90% which has to be gained in future. So I think here we are, India, Kazakhstan relations are going to accelerate, intensify.